need you to take that pillow, and I need you to hit Charlie as hard as you can with it.
Oh, but I don't want to hit him. I love him.
And that's exactly why you have to do it. In some circles, they may be called alternative, but they get results.
Yes, he made you pay for the first date. She won't let you go to bocce ball night. He wears a belt with gym shorts. It's wrong. Okay, now stop.
Kiss.
That is some shades of some Ricky Bobby type shit, if you ask me.
You were drinking a Barbarita. Like how that tastes?
Oh, it is way better than my Nan's banana and colada.
Here. Let me help you. I used to work summers for the neighbor who was a handyman. He taught me all of his secrets. Close your mouth, son. Come here.
Shrub and Barb be getting it on like Terry Labonte just in time for Halloween. Big Pimpin', Big Pimpin', Big Pimpin'. And after 2 days of frustration, well, technically 3, maybe 4 if we count, skipping, well, I can't do the math. Okay, 2 weeks of trying, 2 weeks of frustration. We finally got the Mike Skinner and Terry Labonte installments done for the Flatch Doubleheader just in time for Halloween. So technically, it's already almost 1 o'clock in the morning here in the East Coast. It's almost my bedtime, so I gotta make this reaction video as quick as possible and then schedule the upload for sometime in the morning before we start the Mike and Mo Halloween birthday rage, or technically later on today. Something I've been planning for months and weeks, and guess what? It's finally gonna fucking happen technically today. Well, maybe technically later tonight after we get home from work. And I don't care if it's rain or shine, I'm gonna fucking go out there trick-or-treat. And the outro is going to be totally different from the one you normally hear, including tonight. So, therefore, let's get into it. Episode 4. I know the perfect subtitle. Halloween and Big Pimpin' with Booty Barker and Ricky Bobby. So that's what the subtitle is going to be. Let me explain to you what that means. So, in the Mike Skinner installment was the open house, and so Barb was trying to sell a house that Shrub used to live in, and and Kelly was helping her out, real estate woman and shit. And the subplot, it was Shrub's day and Mickey was trying to steal the spotlight. They were kind of fighting over Beth, and I'm getting my B's confused, Barb and Beth. But yeah, Shrub and Mickey were fighting over Beth on who had their day in the sun. And Father Joe convinced, I can't believe, Cheryl had to fuck it up with the damn water. Because I wanted to see some fist flying and some Booty Barker action from The Price is Right and Flatch. And I guess Father Joe only kind of tricked them into fake fighting, quote unquote, because that was the only way they could talk out their problems. Look like they're going to fight, but then I see why Cheryl did it, but still, she kind of fucked it up. I want to see a punch thrown, but Mickey confessed saying this was Shrub's day and I tried to steal it, so I'm gonna stay in my lane. And Shrub, this is all yours. So he and his grandma left. So, and they managed to sell the house and the shed, no problem, and because Cheryl won it. So that was fucking awesome. So, therefore, now the Terry Labonte installment. There was this hot guy named Rick that Barb got attracted to. But we'll get to that momentarily. Instead, she ended up getting attracted to Kelly's cousin, Shrub, one of the two main big time characters on the show. So, therefore, she shared with him a margarita, helped him paint, hired him to paint. But then they started getting it on like Terry Labonte, as you saw in that opening clip. And they just took it in the house, and the end was priceless, when Kelly and Mickey got back from Rick's, which I'll get to Rick's role in a minute. They were doing the drone to spy on Barb, hoping to help her out some of the stuff they were working on. When she saw Barb in her underwear with her cousin in underwear, she fucking screamed bloody murder and fucked up poor Mickey's drone and tore it up like Terry Labonte. Now for the Rick part. So Barb was attracted to Rick, and so they were Kelly and Mickey were spying on Rick to make sure he was safe. He was a safe, it was a safe person for Barb to be around if they were going to be together. And then, of course, that shit backfired. I should have known he was going to figure out what was going on. He shot the arrow at the drone. When they knocked on the door, he was so pissed off to the point where he didn't want to give it back. And I understand, rightfully so. But then Kelly and Mickey tricked him into, going into Mickey's, app, the little meditate with Mickey, which he accepted. Mickey and Kelly gave him the meditation, and luckily he became nice. And, when Kelly was talking about a real estate person referring to Barb, he thought he was referring to herself. And luckily, he said he gave him some soup, which obviously after they walked away that were far enough from their house, they politely declined without even saying anything. They just left it there. And, Rick said, if you ever change your mind, let me know. Will we see Rick again? We don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. And while, Rick wasn't looking, and when the cameras were not on in that part of the episode, she got the drone back, which is why we saw, Shrub and Barb getting it on like Terry Labonte. So now for the subplot, Cheryl, that little, that dude that was, the fortune teller, the black guy, the fortune teller, was asking, Big Mandy and Kelly questions. And Cheryl wasn't quite sure what he was going to ask her. The guy took it the wrong way, and he was rude as fuck to her. And so, therefore, and then when she broke out in hives, Father Joe, the nice boyfriend he was, went to the store, got her some anti-itch cream, and she believes that because he was rude as fuck and, did all that bullshit, whatever the fuck you call it to her, that he cursed her. I had Big Mandy drive up there to confront him, and we'll never know what if they did an attack or not, because it just took away they just cut away to the next scene before they could do anything. But anyway, I gotta get my ass to fucking bed, and because we got a big Halloween plan tomorrow. My David A. Arnold costume is all set like Jimmy Johnson to honor him, considering, he unexpectedly passed away over almost 2 months ago. And so we got a Halloween party at work. We're going to spend casually off camera. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll film some TikToks tomorrow at work if I have special permission. We come home, eat some baby back ribs, some Tony Romas, and then record the intro, record the opening cutscene after that'll come after the special intro of the Halloween Mike and Mo birthday rager. Then we step outside, grab with our bucket that my stepmom, used to fill up with Easter gifts earlier this year during season when spring is in the air. And before you know it, we'll be out and away. And keep in mind, the outro, the outro is going to be a little different tomorrow. It's not going to be the usual, what you're about to hear in a few seconds here. So, only my mom knows, only my grandma knows. So, you're going to find out what it is tomorrow, and before you know it, it's a week from today, technically, this Sunday, it's the Sandy Ridge 2022 finale. So have a good night tonight and a better day tomorrow. Life will give you a lot of lows when you hit a high. Enjoy it. It ain't for the weak. Goddamn, pace yourself, bring your ass, be you. You have to try harder to do less. You can't depart a dream. Sometimes the worst things in life lead to the best things. Always bet on the side of love. You got to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Sometimes you just got to be present. You never fail until you stop trying. It never pays to worry too much about things. It's never too late to turn the day around. Another day on time. Another day to shine. Sometimes you just got to flock yourself, trust your instinct, and stand up for yourself and not back down to anyone. Take care, everyone. Good night. And I will see you sometime tomorrow night, technically later on tonight, for the Halloween Mike and Mo birthday rager. By the time this is up, it'll be early in the morning. But right now, I got to get my ass to bed and prepare myself for a big day tomorrow before we head into the Sandy Ridge finale of 2022 this coming Sunday. So, see you later, everyone.